Pandora document. Confiscate my property if $500 million is traced to me. P2B. Welcome to the news, and please do stick to the end. 5 presidential candidates of the People Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2019 election and former governor of Anambra State, Mr. P2B, has dismissed the allegation that he moved about $500 million out of Nigeria to a secret haven outside Nigeria. Pandora documents had dedicated the former 5 presidential candidates of the People Democratic Party of siphoning public funds while in office as governor of Anambra State. Obi said he was ready to sponsor 4 journalists to inquire into and uncover the details of his link to any such transactions of the alleged amounts claimed by the documents, which was reported last week. Obi, who was a guest on the Rise TV breakfast show, the huge amounts being mentioned was a function of a climb we were in. He pointed out that the quest for easy money was responsible for the careless mention of such a figure. He wondered what he would be doing today if he ever came across $500 million or owned the same. He said, "I did not think I would be here if I had that kind of money. You know, when people bandy about the side of money here, it is because we are not a productive country. People do not work for their money, so we find it difficult to understand the value of money. Globally today, the world population is 7.8 billion, out of which only 37.5 million are worth $1 million. Only 3 million are worth $10 million, and only 300,000 are worth $25 million. So when people call these figures, it is alarming. It is because of the fact that we live in a country where people make money they do not need. If you go anywhere now these companies being mentioned, everything globally, and find more than about 3% of the value you mentioned now, I am talking about $15 million out of a 70% is supporting a loan on investments in this country, then confiscate everything I have in my life. Do you know what $500 million is? That is almost 300 billion naira. My entire savings while I was governor of Anambra State was under 500 billion, out of which my entire earnings, I beg your pardon, while I was governor of Anambra State was under 500 billion naira, out of which I saved 15%, which is 75 billion. I do not know how people call figures here, and that is why people make money they do not need. What do you need that kind of money for? Why do you need to do that, you wondered? One of the challenges that I am going to throw today is to ask you and some other persons to select 1, 2, 3, 4 persons that will foot their bills to follow the trail of this company to where it is today. See the formation, who gave the advice, and how we come to where we are. You will not find 5% of that figure you called anywhere. If I had $500 million, you would have seen me building universities everywhere. Do you know how many institutions I support? I will be building universities all over the place. The Pandora documents allege that some Nigerians have secretly opened some offshore accounts and businesses to run while they escape public scrutiny of the same. Mischief maker should leave integrity, honest and upright former governor of Anambra State, Mr. P2B, alone and out of that devilish plan against him. But if it is tenable now, you people will call him all kind of names. Chai, my Igbo brother. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But this is just an allegation. I mean, everybody is not, according to the law, nobody is supposed to be called guilty until the person is convicted about a crime. The investigation should be done, and it should be found out if it is true or not. But if it is true, then these are the people that are contesting for leaders. But if it is not true, then fine. It should be declared free, and it should be allowed to go about his business. A lot of things happen when people start showing their interest in becoming candidates for election or governorship. A lot of things happen. People go and dig and dig and dig. But the thing is, if you were innocent, fine and good. At the end of the day, you're going to be found and declared innocent. But if you're not, then it is a problem. Okay. Peter Obi should be the next president of Nigeria. Well, true change will take place. Peter Obi is one politician I know that can be trusted with power and public funds. He has a track record of financial management. a good man indeed. God is your strength. Blackmailers at work. Peter Obi is a super clean man who is a billionaire before he joined politics, and he leaves millions upon millions of dollars for Governor Obi'S in Anambra State. Okay, no problem, but what are you doing about the seat at home? Why you people came out first? Then we follow you from back. Oh my goodness, how is this in any way connected to what is being read? This is cracking me up. This is not true. They are only blackmailing him. Okay. Wow, I doff my cap for this man's boldness. If you sponsor 4 journalists to probe yourself, what will their verdicts be? Not guilty. So tell us another way to probe you, or let's call Amnesty International for rescue. Okay. Okay. Even so, governance still needs to be scrutinized. 75 billion savings in 8 years. Taxpayers sweat. 500 billion naira as wages for 7 people. This is outrageous. How do we want to move this country forward? Still, almost all this governor could not pay just 30,000 minimum wage. Their state, as their state's salaries. But eventually, when they left office, they left with this. Posterity will never forgive those of them that turned this country into shambles in my generation. $500 million is quite huge. It is huge. When you hear such figure, you start asking yourself, such figure exists in a particular place, and there is so much agitation going on, salaries are not being paid, medical doctors are not receiving their allowances, and you keep hearing all these things. Then you keep hearing these figures, and you keep asking yourself, so such money like this exists. Okay, news getting to us today was the amount that was budgeted for only feeding, only catering activities in the presidential villa of the president himself and the vice president. And doctors are yet to be paid. They are saving, or they are budgeting such huge sum. Doctors are on strike. Doctors, that means a lot, that could save lives, are on strike, asking for their COVID, I think their COVID-19 allowance, or I cannot really figure out. Some of them are being owed salary. So then the 30,000 naira minimum wage, some governors are still owing. And so when you hear some of these figures, you start asking yourself, so this kind of money exists. The electorate start asking themselves, so this money exists, and what is going on? These people, I don't know. Leadership means serve. Once you're a leader of any organization, you become the chief servant of that organization, which means you would want that organization to go higher. But I do not know when it comes to leadership in Nigeria. It is as if, the leadership, they want to turn the meaning upside down. They want the people to serve them. The funds that are at the disposal of these people, we are meant to be used for something good and not for selfish interest. But what do we see today? God will continue to help us. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Next, call me away next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.